Don't you just love the first day of summer? Me too. So, celebrating this first day of summer, I'm gonna do a seafood salad featuring summer's finest watermelon. Except we're gonna put a twist on it. We're gonna add jicama. Jicama is a root vegetable, little starchy, little sweet, sort of eats like a hard pear or an apple. I have chayote, which is in the squash family. It also eats like a Asian pear or an apple, like a radish texture, but they're sweet, mild, so they don't take away from our watermelon slaw. We're then going to scent it with tarragon. Tarragon has both anise and basil qualities to it. It's a big herb, so we don't want to use that much of it. Our base of our watermelon coleslaw is going to be a white balsamic vinegar. Clean, fresh, light, a little sweet, a lot of pizzazz. And then I'm going to top off this beautiful watermelon slaw with a fillet of grouper. You can use any whitefish. You can use grilled tuna, scallop, and jumbo shrimp. What do you say we get this extravaganza happening? So, first, we want to cook our fish. See how thick that piece of fish is? So we want to give that a nice sear or a grill or do it in a pan, however you so desire. It is summer, so we're going to grill it. A little bit of oil. We seasoned it with salt and pepper. We go bone side down, skin side up. That way it doesn't fall apart once it's cooked. While that's going on, we're going to peel our jicama. See, it's nice white flesh. This is not one of those root vegetables you want to cook because it'll lose all the texture that it will provide in our watermelon salad. Sort of has the skin of ginger, so you want to take all that off. Now we're going to use our handy dandy mandolin. I have the julienne piece in it, the attachment, so that we get nice, perfect matchsticks. You can use this whole thing. There's no seeds in the middle of it. It's just this all the way through. Watch your fingers, of course. See how we have nice, perfect matchsticks? I want them a little bit thicker, though. Okay. Watch your fingers, watch your fingers, watch your fingers. Throw it out of the way because we don't want to break nothing. See? Nice, perfect matchsticks. We're going to do the same thing with the chayote. The thing is, the chayote, you can eat the skin, except there's a seed in the middle of it. So we want to sort of treat it like as if it were a cucumber. So we're going to do the same thing. See, it's starting to get to the seed there. This is a little easier because there's a seed involved. So you get down to the seed, see it? And then we're going to get the flesh from the third side. It's sort of like has a mango pit, but it's a little bit smaller. This one you don't want to go too fast because, of course, this thing is sharp. All right, so now we have perfect coleslaw style salad. We take our seedless watermelon. This we're going to dice. We're going to put nice half-inch dice on it so we can actually see the watermelon. We cut this in half. And then we're just going to cut slices. We take these end pieces off, and I'm going to put it in a container. Show you in a sec. The rind, of course. Now we're just going to dice it up. We're going to throw those in here. We're going to do the same thing with the other half. And now we're going to take our white balsamic vinegar with our watermelon ends, and we're going to puree it up. That way we have both watermelon dices and watermelon as the sauce. But that way we're using the whole entire watermelon. All right, see, we have like a watermelon puree, shake, right into the salad. Now we're gonna put some chopped tarragon. Take it off the stems because the stems are woody. Although they have a ton of flavor, they're very woody. So you're gonna get enough flavor out of the leaves. Give that a nice little chop. We don't want to chop it too much because we're also gonna be licking all the flavor out of our cutting board. Again, you don't need a lot of this to know that it's there. Sort of like your mother-in-law. Let's take a look at our fish, huh? So one side, we're gonna give it a little flip. Woo, baby. Right as we flip it, right next to it, we're gonna cook our scallop and our shrimp. Because each one of these have different cooking times. See the thickness of the fish? They all have different cooking times, therefore we cook them at different times so that they're all perfect. I don't like to use black pepper because I don't want to see the specks, but the salt will lend just enough so that the roots and the chayote and the watermelon bleed. So we have some juice, some liquid from the vinegar. The rest of the liquid is going to come from the vegetables. Take our tongs and give it a stir. See, we got nice color, we got textures, we got three different flavors going on in here. If you can see, there's a little pool of juice in there. That's plenty of juice. You don't want a coleslaw soup. So what I'm gonna do is now I'm gonna press it in there. You're gonna press it in there so everything gets coated. You wanna let this sit about a half an hour. That way it has time to all meld together. Now is about the time we're gonna flip our shrimp and scallop. We want a nice little sear on one side. Make sure the shrimp are all cooked. All right. And by all time, our fish should be about ready. Now we're gonna make our move to the plate. We're gonna take a little bit of our coleslaw. We wanna get a little bit of everything, the watermelon, the jicama, the chayote, the juice. So therefore we use a spoon. Go down deep, get a nice array of everything. And then we take a little bit more of that juice and just let it bleed through the salad. Now we're gonna play a little mind game. You don't know what that is. Now we give it a little bit of this, and all of a sudden it looks like, I use a little sesame seeds, and it looks like there's watermelon seeds in it. All right, let's make the move to the plate. We take our grouper, right on top, because that's the highlight of our watermelon coleslaw. Our scallop, a couple of shrimps, a couple of scallions, a little green on there, give me a little bit of color, a little more color. Summer has arrived, watermelon style, seafood salad.